What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your flying locomotive, and faster than a speeding bullet SuperCliff, coming at you live with a brand new video. And for today's majestic and fantastic video, we will be continuing with Alyssa Wong's Merc with the Mouth, Deadpool, issue number 2. But before we jump into everything that is Deadpool, Marvel, and inappropriate humor, if you are new to the channel, then smash that like and subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on anything that happens on this majestic channel. And because you managed to cross over 1,000 subs, let's raise the bar and go full on Super Saiyan as we try to get 40 more subs before the end of 2022. So yeah, don't be rude, it's free folks. It's the price of admission. Don't be a nerd, do what Deadpool would do. Show some class. Okay, maybe that example is not the best example, but regardless, show some class. Hit that subscribe button. Thus, without further ado, let's dive into everything that is Deadpool issue number 2. Our story begins with Deadpool kneeling on the floor in Doctor Octopus's laboratory. And a heroic mofo here is in some serious pain because after the Hario's experiments, her using Wade's body as a guinea pig to resurrect the Carnage symbiote, the results have caused Wade's body to grow symbiote arms. So yeah, it's pretty disgusting, but funny at the same time because, at the end of the day, it is Deadpool. Laugh out loud. Now at the same time, Deadpool's mission, prior to getting kidnapped by the Hario, was to murder Doctor Octopus. And that's exactly what he's trying to do right now. But that's when the Hario decides that it's best to team up with Doctor Octopus, and thus the battle continues. And for a time, Deadpool's efforts seem to be getting the upper hand. But that's when things start to escalate times 3,000, because it's here where the growing symbiote within Wade's organs pulls a chest burster move from the movie Alien as a third arm pops out of his mouth, which is honestly quite fitting considering the fact that he's the Merc with the Mouth. Now, fortunately, during the fight, the Hario succeeds in tearing the third limb from Deadpool's mouth, thus allowing him to speak again. But just when Deadpool prepares to continue on with the fight, the melee is interrupted by the surprise appearance of Lady Deathstrike, who crashes right through the skylight, and she immediately begins to attack Doctor Octopus. And upon her arrival, Deathstrike begins to berate Deadpool for ghosting her. Because check it, folks, apparently back in the first issue, back when Deadpool, met with the Ulterior Council, Deathstrike was assigned as Deadpool's partner, and the two of them were supposed to take out Doc Ock together. But because Wade was so smitten by his new crush, Valentine Voon, he never recalled her presence. And further exacerbating her rage is the fact that Deadpool proceeded to disappear for nearly 24 hours, thereby requiring her to abandon her attempts to reach him and to kill Otto herself. And thus, that is what we have here, folks. Miscommunication. But however, as the brawl continues, the fight starts to go poorly for Deathstrike and Deadpool. And because at this point, the growing symbiote within his body is continuing to consume him from the inside, in desperation, Deadpool slices away the symbiote limbs and he hurls them at the two supervillains, using the opportunity to leap out of the window to freedom, whilst abandoning a furious Deathstrike to deal with the Hario and Otto alone. And from there, a rapidly bleeding out Deadpool manages to make it to Valentine's safe house in order to seek out medical attention, and probably just to, seek out attention in general. Wade's an attention whore. Back at Octavius's lab, Otto and Hario set things straight and basically come to an agreement. Hario gets Otto's assistance in capturing Deadpool, whose body she still needs to, keep intact, for the new hybrid. And in return, Otto gets his revenge on Deadpool. Meanwhile, Lady Deathstrike patches up her wounds. And upon seeing that her time is up, since her and Deadpool only had 48 hours to complete their assignment so that they can join the Ulterior, Deathstrike swears bloody revenge on Deadpool, who at the same time is lying unconscious in Valentine's kitchen. However, despite orders to turn both assassins away by the Horned Emperor, we see Valentine smile menacingly, like a freak, at the tiny symbiote that they just extracted from Deadpool's body, thus ending the issue with a sinister shadow of Carnage being casted over the room. Spooky. And that, folks, was the end of Deadpool issue number 2. And thank you guys for checking out my video, as it truly means the world to me. So yeah, this issue was okay. I still had fun with it. I definitely am a fan of Alyssa Wong's work. I honestly think that, her work as a comic book writer is sorely underrated, but the issue itself was just fine. It's mostly action and Wade dealing with the whole body horror effect that's happening to him at the moment. Pros, I thought Wong did a great job, when it came to bringing in Lady Deathstrike into the mix. I liked the way it was explained, with Wade talking with the council in the flashback, and while he's admiring his new crush, he completely just ignores the fact that Lady Deathstrike is there. So I thought that was pretty clever. Definitely a Wade Wilson sort of scenario. And when it comes to the story itself, I'm interested to see how, I'm interested to see like why Valentine has a particular, clearly non-sexual interest in Wade. I'm curious to see where all that goes, and I'm excited to see more of Doctor Octopus down the road because Doctor Octopus is pretty dope. And here's hoping that he'll eventually become Dr. Carnage, like from the Spider-Man 1 game, because that would be fantastic. But yeah, as always, I'm your majestic sayer of words, SuperCliff, and if you guys are new to the channel, then do me a solid by smashing that like and subscribe button, and also the notification bell so that you'll never miss out on an upload, and so that you'll always be kept up to date with your favorite top-tier comics happening in the comic book world. Now tell me, what are your thoughts and opinions on this issue? Are you guys excited for issue number 3? Let me know down in the comment section below. And until the next video, peace. Giggity goo.